Okay, guys, I hope you're ready. Before we start, please let me call the attendance, okay? Answer when I call your name, please. Is Arancibia Arias Osman Julio here? So absent. Is Micaela Arteaga here?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Okay. Bautista Sebastián?
Yeah, here.
Okay. Natalia Lizarazu?
Here, teacher.
Okay. Here. Duarte Aramayo Pamela?
Here, teacher.
Okay. Durán Choque María Fernanda? Okay, she's not here. Hinojosa Prada Jorge? Hello? Okay, he's not here. Liendo Rodrigo?
I'm here.
Okay. Montellano Carla? Simons Montellano Carla?
Here, teacher.
Okay. And finally, Villalobos Pareja María José.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Osman, Maria Fernanda, and Jorge are absent today. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Now we're gonna start, okay? We are 7. Okay, excellent. Okay. From what I know, yesterday you practiced speaking 2 and 3, right? Or you covered speaking 2 and 3 with Andrea. No, okay. Today we're going to practice about it, okay? Now, let me share the screen, please. Okay, can you see the screen, guys?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Rest. Okay, what we're gonna do today is to practice speaking 2 and 3, okay? The one what we call integrated. Okay, what is this about? The topics of 2 and 3. For 2 would be campus related, okay? And the topics for number 3 would be academic topics. I'm going to explain what they're about in a moment. Okay, what is it about? Can anybody help me reading this? No one? Okay.
I can.
Okay, please.
What is about? Test your reading and listening skills together.
Okay, thank you. The next one, please.
A reading passage. 75 to 100 words describes an issue. A listening passage. 60 to 80 seconds. 150 to 180 words.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay. How much time do I have? Please, another person who can help me. Okay. Rodrigo, please help me reading this.
Okay. How much time do I have? 30 seconds preparation time, 60 seconds response time, in addition to reading and listening to the question.
Okay. So you will have 1 minute and a half, and you will have extra time to read and to listen to the question, okay? So another person, please. Let me see. Sebastián Bautista, please. What to do?
Okay, what to do? You will read a passage and then listen to a passage. Finally, speak out your answer. 35% of knowledge of the language in general and 55% of vocabulary.
That's it. That is the idea. That is the percentage that you are supposed to consider at the moment of speaking, okay? As I told you last classes, okay? So what is this? What are these speaking 2 and 3 about? As your partners read, you will have to deal Well, you will have to answer some questions. You will have to read and you will have to listen to a passage. And based on what you read and what you listen, you will have to prepare an answer. You will have to summarize, okay? That is what you have to do. For this, you have 1.5 minutes. And what do you have to do? You have to read, listen, and finally speak out your answer, okay? That is what you have just read. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Okay, what are my suggestions for speaking to? The first one is that you have to quickly sum up the content of the announcement, okay? You have to summarize what the reading is about, okay? A quick summary. After that, you have to state the position of the person who is talking, okay? Depending on the question. This is in the listening. Okay, number 3. You have to provide or give 2 reasons, arguments, okay? And to sustain what they are saying. At least, as minimum, right? 2 reasons or arguments. Number 4, you have to provide examples, okay? The same examples that the speakers use to illustrate his or her argument, okay? That is the number 4. Finally, you have to end up your speaking with a neat concluding sentence. An example, that is why the man thinks the literary should kind of think. Something like that, okay? You have to mention a concluding sentence, okay? That is very important. Those are my suggestions for speaking to specifically, okay? Now, any question, guys, up to now? Guys, are you there? Are you listening?
I think we're fine.
Okay, what about the rest?
It's fine with me.
Okay.
It's fine, teacher.
Thank you for participating. Okay, you're here to speak, so let's do it. Okay, now we're going to practice. Okay, what we're going to do is the following. We're going to practice with one exercise. I'm going to show you the passage, then the listening, and after that, a couple of you will be able to answer, okay? So be ready. Everybody has to take notes, has to read, has to listen, and I'm going to choose randomly, okay? And after that, you will be able to listen to a possible answer to this kind of question, okay? So that you may know how to properly answer this kind of question, okay? Is everything clear, guys? Who has joined?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Okay, who was the person who has already joined?
Me, teacher, Fernanda.
Okay, Maria Fernanda Duranchoque, okay. Give me a second, I'm gonna go to the attendance. What was your name, sorry? Duranchoque Maria Fernanda, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it is. Okay, thank you for attending. Okay, now let's move on then. I'm gonna share the screen again. So please, you have to be ready. I'm gonna choose randomly, and the one that I call will participate. Okay, let me share the screen. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, please read this passage. You will have 2 minutes, okay? If you finish earlier, let me know. Silently. Okay, guys, did you finish?
Yes.
What about the rest?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, what about the rest, guys? Please speak.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, now, so you are ready. You have already read this. Now, time to listen, okay? Now you will listen, okay? So pay attention, please.
Did you read the school and reading now? Now listen to students as they discuss the announcement.
Okay, before we start, who has joined? Who was the last person who joined? Guys, who was the one? Okay, I think Osman was the one who joined, right? Osman, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I arrived recently.
Okay, thank you. So we're about to start, okay? Please pay attention carefully. Are you ready, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Okay, thank you for answering. Now, listen.
Did you read the school announcement?
Yeah, I think the university made a right decision. I took the evening class last quarter, and there were only a few students in the class. It seemed to be so small that nobody could get serious.
I get your point, but students can get better education. I mean, as the size of the class is small, students can have discussions and explore their fields in depth. You know, if the class is too large, the professor can't even cover the whole textbook or related materials. But if there are only a few students, the instructor might go over the chapters and materials.
That makes sense, but as you know, the lectures are given by a TA, so you might not learn from a professional in the field.
You're right. However, a TA is a graduate student who has already studied more than 2 years in graduate school, so he or she is a professional as well. Even though the TAs have less experience, they have passion toward their careers and also care about the students. Moreover, they know exactly what the students want to know because they are also students. Well, I couldn't find that kind of passion coming from professors who have taught for more than 20 years.
I see your point. I remember the TA last quarter. He tried to field questions and he had enthusiasm in every class. Maybe it'll be better to learn from a TA in a small class.
The man expressed.
Okay, guys, now we're gonna start, okay? I'm gonna choose, okay, let me see. Rodrigo, please, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, now I'm gonna start the time. Let me share the screen one for a moment, okay? Now, you have, as I told you, 20 seconds, okay, to think about your answer. And after that, you're gonna have 1 minute to speak. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, now it is time for you to answer, please.
Okay, as the announcement of the university says, they will cancel the evening class because of the short number of students. And of course, they are going to refund these classes or change the schedule according to the students' time. On the other hand, the girl says that she thinks that that's the right decision because the lack of students and the short number in these classes, and the classes wouldn't become serious. They have also the right to have a better education, and I think that that's the reason that why the evening class should be canceled.
Excellent. You did what I told you. You organized your ideas and you summarized what the video was about. You mentioned the perspectives of the people who were speaking in the recording. And after that, you mentioned some examples as well. And finally, you state a conclusion. That's it. Good job. Okay? Excellent. Now, I want another person. Okay, before we start, who has just joined the class? You're 11 now. I know, 10. Okay, no problem. Okay, let me see. I don't know. Okay, Pamela Duarte, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Please, the same, okay? 20 seconds to think and 1 minute to answer. Let's start.
Okay. Okay, I begin.
Yes, please start.
Okay, the university communicates to the students that there will be a closure for the evening classes because there are only a small number of students. Meanwhile, there is a man and a woman who talk about it. The man agrees, no, sorry, the woman agrees with the statement of the university because she claims that she had a class and there were only a few students. On the other hand, the man doesn't agree with this closure because he thinks that TA are graduate students who give good classes too in the evening. But she gives more points about it. So she agrees with the closure.
Okay, almost perfect. Okay, Pamela, you run out of time. What was missing was your conclusion, okay, or the concluding sentence. But apart from that, everything was excellent. Okay, good job. Control your time. Okay, control your time.
Okay.
Okay, now, guys, we're gonna see or we're gonna listen a possible answer, okay, to the question. Take notes if you want.
Says his opinion of the announcement. State and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion. Please. Sample answer.
Pay attention, please.
The man wants the university to keep offering the evening class. The first reason is that he thinks the small size of the class has determined the class atmosphere. Studying in a small class, students can share their studies together and focus on their studying more deeply. While a professor isn't able to cover the book, the instructor in a small class offers a lot of materials related to the day's lecture. Also, he likes the idea that the TA is teaching. He points out that the TAs might not have enough experience, but at least they have passion.
Practice 2.
Okay, guys, how was the answer? What do you think?
It was well organized, I think.
Yes, and it explains what the conversation was about. The man was against that decision of closing evening classes because of those reasons, okay? So you have to understand very well what the conversation is about, okay? In order to provide a proper answer, the best answer possible, okay? So be aware of that. Now, we're gonna move on to the task 3, okay? This was about a common topic, okay? A campus related topic, okay? Now we're gonna see, we're gonna read and we're gonna listen to something more academical, okay? Or more academic. I hope everybody is ready. Let me share the screen. Now, this was a practice that we did. Okay, sorry for that.
Did you read?
Okay, here it is. I don't know what's happening with the presentation. Give me a second, please. Okay, now it's ready. Okay, guys. My suggestions for speaking 3. You have to, at first, briefly summarize the content of the reading passage, okay? From what you read, you have to summarize it. That's it. And basically state the topic. Number 2, you have to move on from what you read to what you listened, okay? You have to get into the lecturer's presentation, the idea. Transition between the text and the lecture is the key, okay? You have to mention a word maybe, okay? For example, you can say, okay, the reading was about physics, and the lecture was mainly about this and this and this. What would be the transitional phrase in this case? The lecture was, that's it. You have to make that noticeable from your speaking, okay? So consider that. Number 3, you have to make sure you give summarize using all the examples the lecturer provides, okay? You have to be really careful with this. You have to mention the example the lecturer is providing, okay? The more examples you mention, it will be the better for you. Finally, you have to conclude your speaking with a sentence, okay? That is really important. 4 steps to be followed in order for you to perform in this task the best way possible, okay? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so
Yes, it is.
okay, here we are. Here we have the reading passage. You will have 2 minutes to read this. So please start reading silently. Okay, guys, did you finish?
Yes.
Yes.
For the rest?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start then. Now it is time to listen to the lecture, okay? So be ready, please. Can you hear, guys?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you.
Chapter 3, Integrated Task, Academic Lecture. Unit 5, Academic, General, Specific. Directions. In this question, you will read a short passage on an academic subject and then listen to a talk on the same topic. You will then answer a question using the information from both the reading passage and the talk. After you hear the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak. Sample practice.
Now read the passage about consumer's remorse. You have 45 seconds to read the passage. Begin reading now. Now listen to a lecture about consumer's remorse.
Pay attention, please.
Okay, so I'd like to give you my example of the impact of consumer's remorse. Last year my car had broken, and what I was told by the repair person was that I had to buy a new one. Actually, having a new one for the first time in my life, I did all of the research. In all of the researching, I had a few interactions with the salesman, read the reviews on the internet, and compared the prices online and offline. You know, it was going to be my first new car. I was so excited. After purchasing the car, I was on cloud 9, just as you are when you get your new computer or when you get new jewelry you really wanted. That feeling lasted for a week or so, but as time passed, that sense of remorse, sense of regret was rising inside. Was it the best choice? Was it the perfect time to buy the car? I was starting to regret and trying to renounce the purchase. But then I got a phone call from the car company. The salesman asked me if there was any problem and then asked if I was satisfied with my purchase. He said my car got the best car reviews of the month. The company happened to give me a call just at the moment I was starting to regret. It means they gave a call to the customer to ensure that his purchase was the best bet. I got this call monthly and I stopped regretting. After receiving their phone calls, I totally blew off my anxiety.
Describe consumer's remorse based on the lecture and...
Okay, guys, now I'm gonna choose, okay? Are you ready? Okay, please, I don't know. Okay, Fernanda, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Okay, please, I'm gonna share the screen. You know how it works. 20 seconds. Let's start.
Okay. The reading states the feeling of remorse. That is that when a person focuses on the negative aspects of a project and then they feel regret about it. Moreover, this person states problems. Firstly, he said that his car broken, therefore he have to buy a new one. And in this process, he didn't feel so happy as the first time that he did it. That's why he feels a little remorse about it. However, the sellers make him feel more comfortable with his purchase. That's all.
Okay, good job. You explain what happened in the reading, what happened in the lecture, and maybe some concluding sentence was necessary in order for your speaking to be.
Yes, teacher, and can you give me some examples to conclude? I don't know how to do it.
Okay, you could have said something like this. Okay, so what I read, and what I listened was mainly about the topic that was being discussed in the lecture, and you could have mentioned a point of view maybe. Okay, I think that remorse is something really difficult to deal with. That would be okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
So in this part, I can't set my point of view,
Yes,
right?
kind of, yes, because the most important thing is that you summarize what happened in the reading, what happens in the lecture, and maybe as a conclusion you can include a point of view, right? That's it. Or maybe summarize everything that you have said. That's it. Two options. You have two options there, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, let's move on then. I don't know. Any volunteer? No one? Okay. Since no one wants to participate, I'm gonna choose. Okay, let me see. I cannot decide. Okay, Carla, are you there?
Yes, teacher, but I just joined the game because I had problems with the listening.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay, so you're gonna stop for this time, okay? Okay, another person. Let's see. Okay, Sebastian, are you there? Sebastian? Yeah, I think Sebastian is still having problems with the connection, so no problem. Let's go. I cannot hear you, Sebastian. Okay, I don't know. Let me see. Okay, Villalobos, Maria Jose, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please. We'll start, okay?
Okay, I can try. I couldn't listen really well, but I can try. It's fine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for trying. That's the idea, okay? So let's start. 20 seconds to think about your answer.
Okay.
Okay, please, your answer.
Okay. So the news was about that feeling that of regret a man gets when he buys something that maybe it's not necessary and start seeing the bad things, and also about the companies that has to convince you to buy that thing and to don't return it. And we can see that in the example with the man when he tell us that he bought this car and he was feeling kind of remorse about it. But then when the company go to him asking about the car, he started feeling better about it, and the company convinced him to keep it.
Okay, good. You explained some details, what the reading was about, what the listening was about, some examples. What was missing was the concluding sentence, okay? Be careful with that.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Apart from that, everything was good, okay? Good job. Okay, guys, now we're gonna listen to a possible answer to this question, okay? Pay attention to the way the person who will speak responds to this question, okay? Let's go.
How the car company
Sample answer.
You can take notes if you want, okay? Based on the organization that you may hear. But the most important here, the important thing here is that you notice how this person is going to answer the question, okay? So let's start.
Teacher, we have a sound in our microphones. Please, can we close all of them? Because we have some noise and we can hear good.
Okay, but the only person who has his microphone on is you, Osman.
Right now, yes. but when you play the lesson is I can hear.
Okay, I understand. Okay, I think I realized what the problem is. Osman, you are connected through two computers. I don't know, a cell phone and a computer, because here in the session we have two Osmans at CBS.
A computer, yes. I closed my session on my phone.
Okay, but according to what I am seeing now, you didn't close it.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Is anybody having the same problem? Guys, please speak.
Yes, teacher, on the last audio, I couldn't hear it well. There is a sound. I don't know what it is.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Yes, I had the same problem.
Okay, and
yes,
what?
I had the same problem.
Thank you, guys. I'm not the one.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Osman, because you told me. But my question is, why didn't you tell me the rest? You were supposed to speak. Okay.
In my case, I didn't have this problem. I don't know.
Okay. What about the rest? If you were having the problem, why didn't you tell me about it?
Yeah, I got the same issue too, but I thought it was just my computer or my internet.
Okay, this will be really useful for us to understand that if we have any problem with the connection, with the audio, with the video, please let me know, okay? I am here to help. I am here to solve the problems that you may have, okay? So please speak. You are here to speak. These are practice sessions. What do you have to practice in these sessions? Speaking, okay? So any speaking that you produce is important. It's a practice for you. So speak, okay? Okay, guys, I hope everything is right from now. So we will listen to the possible answer. Okay, guys, are you ready?
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. If there is any problem, please let me know.
Professor gives.
Can you hear, guys?
Yes.
Mr. Maybe can you also put the option to share the audio in Zoom settings to be more clear? Because it's like it sounds a little low. I don't know if I'm the unique, but maybe it can better if you can put the share audio in the Zoom options.
The volume of my PC so that you can listen in a better way. Okay, a ver, let's see. Let's see now.
The professor gives.
Better?
Yeah, for me it's better. Thank you.
Okay. So
yes,
let's start. Pay attention, please. Take notes if you want.
His own example of consumer's remorse based on his own experience when he first got his own car. Because it was his once-in-a-lifetime purchase, he tried to make a solid decision, so he did lots of research and asked people about cars and then finally got one. But the problem was that after a week had passed, he started to regret and wonder whether it was a right decision or not. At that very moment, the professor got a call from the car company, and they reassured him that his purchase was the best choice. Receiving these calls regularly for a month, the professor stopped worrying about and regretting about his purchase.
Practice test. Practice 1. Now read the passage about forgetting. You have 45 seconds.
You will have 45.
Okay, guys. Sorry for that at the end. So, how was the answer? Can anybody tell me? Guys, are you there?
It was
she points out
clear.
the
Who was talking? Please continue. I couldn't hear you.
it was me. Like, and she points out and provide the examples that the man said, and also she organized herself in a better way.
That's it, okay? You don't have to tell a lot of details, or you do not have to mention a lot of things, you know? You only have to summarize what you read, what you listened, and then provide examples according to what you hear in the recording, okay? That is what you have to do in this kind of tasks. So be careful, okay? Now, please, I'm gonna share the screen again. We're gonna still be practicing with this a little bit more today and on Friday. So now we're gonna go to my presentation. I hope everybody can see it. Guys, can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Now, let me change the page so that you can see the rest of the exercises. Okay. Now, this is a speaking two, okay? This is campus related, any kind of topic. Please read. You have 1 minute to read this. So be careful. Let's start. Okay, guys, did you finish reading? Guys, hello, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, what about the rest?
Teacher, I'm so sorry. I don't know what the meaning of philo. I think that is a synonym of a classmate or something. I am right.
Where is it? Can you tell me?
Philo freshman.
Okay, in what line?
In the last part, to interact with fellow freshmen and reduce the tension of comment.
Okay, the university hopes that this change will give the students opportunities to interact with the fellow freshmen and reduce the tension of coming to the new school with new surroundings. That's it, you are right. It is something similar to classmate, the environment that a new place offers when you are there. Any other question? Okay, so I assume everybody is ready, okay? Now let's listen.
5 seconds to read the article. Begin reading now. Now listen to a conversation between two students.
Hey, Monica, did you see the newsletter on the bulletin board in the student center? The school will no longer hold the freshman orientation. Instead, it will give the students the option to choose between going on a hike and participating in games.
Yeah, I've just read it. I think this is a good idea. Until last year, even though the students hated going to orientation, they didn't have any choices. I'm glad that the students can now have the freedom to choose whichever they want, instead of being forced to go do something they didn't want.
Yeah, I agree with you. Last year, I just didn't go, but it seemed like I missed something.
Yeah, now the students have more options. Also, not only do they have more choices, they don't have to go to school on the weekend. Thanks to this change, the freshmen can go and get their new textbooks and school supplies rather than wasting their time on attending orientations.
I think so too.
In the conversation, what does the woman think about this change? What are the reasons for her opinion? Please begin speaking after the beep.
Okay, guys, are you ready to answer?
Yes.
Guys, are you there? Okay, we're gonna divide your speaking now, okay? So that you can understand what do you have to do. What is the first part? The first part, you have to summarize what the reading is about. Who wants to tell me that? Only that.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it. First we are going to talk about just the summarize of the reading.
Yes, we're practicing the way we organize our ideas in order to perform the best way possible in this kind of exercise. But in parts, okay? In the last practice, only one person did everything. Now we're gonna work together to prepare just an answer, okay?
Can I do it? The first part?
Please start.
Okay, I will try it. The university has decided to change the freshman orientations since over the years lower and lower students attend to these orientations since and they change it in order to interact with fellow freshmen and moreover to reduce the tension.
Okay, good. That was the reading part. What about the listening? Can anybody tell me? What was the perspective of the man, the girl?
Maybe I.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so both agree with the decision of the university because, well, first, students hate orientation, they don't like it. And also, they don't need to go on the weekend and they can buy their books on weekdays. So, yeah, that's why.
Excellent. Now, something to conclude your answer? Anyone?
It is a good idea because that way students can make more friends and interact with other freshmen, and the uni can sell books on weekdays and don't have to open for weekend just for new freshmen.
Excellent job. Did you see it, guys? In 3 steps, you made a perfect answer. Now, is it clear how do you have to organize the ideas in your mind according to what you read and what you listen?
Yes, it's clear now.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I hope so. I really hope so. Okay, guys, you are here to practice. That's what we are doing. Okay, so I hope you understood everything that I have said today. Before we finish, please, I would like to say that I'm really sorry because of the tone of my voice. I am kind of sick and it is really difficult for me to speak louder, okay? That's why I am speaking in this way. So I hope you understand that. And please, guys, before you leave, you have to complete the daily survey. And after that, you can leave, okay? What else? On Friday, we're going to still be practicing with this. We're going to still be focusing on task 3, questions about the lectures, academic topics, and so on. Okay, so be ready. Now you already know how to deal with this kind of exercises about campus oriented, right? About, I don't know, a situation in a university or in a school. Okay, that is what question number 2 is about. Now, on Friday, we're going to practice with question number 3, which is about academical topics, okay? A lecture, a reading, and you will have to provide an answer based on what you read and what you listen, okay, guys?
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, teacher.
Teacher.
Yes, tell me. Okay, I misunderstood. Okay, I'm gonna send the daily survey. Please fill it out, and then you can leave the session.
I have a question. And this is about the TOEFL test that we made. They were asking about the first weekend we had to take the TOEFL test. I don't know about my classmates, but I didn't get any response on my email.
Okay.
Yes, Rodrigo, me
Yeah,
either.
me neither.
I wrote them.
Okay, everybody did it. Everybody did the simulation.
Yeah, I did on the first Friday, first weekend of our classes.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, teacher. However, teacher, I have a problem with the TOEFL test since I have to record my response of the speaking part, but I don't know why, but I can do it. It's like, I don't know if it's my microphone or something, but I think that my answer didn't save.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
what I did with, I got the same issue too. And what I did was to record it with my voice notes with my cell phone, and I sent it. It was kind of weird, but it worked.
About these problems to the coordinator, and I hope she will fix these problems, okay, as soon as possible. Do not worry. And about the answers, well, I think that the coordinator told me to hand in an evaluation of what you did, Pamela, okay? I have already received your test. I am evaluating your test, and your results will be ready as soon as I finish, okay? But it is the only test that I have received up to now, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Maybe in some days I will receive them, okay? So do not worry. If you did it, I will receive it and I will check it, and after that you will receive my evaluation, okay?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Now, see you on Friday. Thank you for attending, guys. Have a nice day.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye,
Thank
teacher.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.